welcome back to the channel. Really briefly, I want to mention there was a beautiful soul that time-stamped one of my last videos where I was on camera, and they time-stamped when the orbs began. The beautiful orbs, and like, you know, just put in like there's an orb here and then they go to this time to this time, and I just thought it was like the best timestamp I have ever seen. And so if anyone wants to timestamp the orbs again, oh, that was amazing. Yeah, because they're always here, you guys. I anytime I'm channeling and I record the channeling, they're everywhere. I've already seen a couple. So, I'm also a dancer, and not anymore professionally, but I used to. And so I'll dance a lot, and sometimes I'll record it to kind of use it as my mirror for choreographing and whatnot. And I will see them all around in those videos as well. And they are like, you can tell that it's like this like light. It's like, cause they're slowed down sometimes, and sometimes they'll be like two, and they'll like do these formations and all this cool stuff. So I won't go on too much longer, but I just want to say the orbs are always here with me when I'm channeling. I believe that there's quite a few spirit guides around, and yeah, it's just really cool to see them. So so that was really cool. We are going to be doing we're going to be starting with the Divine Feminine, checking in with the Twin Flame Collective, and we will do the Divine Masculine as well, but I did focus on the Divine Masculine in the video yesterday, so I wanted to make sure that we gave the Divine Feminine some love. And I'm sure this is a theme that you may have been hearing if you watch quite a bit of these videos. Maybe you don't. Also, Starseeds, I'm wearing my alien shirt for you guys. So maybe you haven't heard this, maybe you don't watch other video. I don't know. I'm not gonna make assumptions, but there is quite kind of a switch going on between the Divine Masculines and the Divine Feminine, where the Divine Masculines are really spending time going inward and focusing on the feminine wounding within them. So that's causing them to kind of be quieter, a little bit more still, taking care of their physical bodies. There was an orb. Taking care of their physical bodies, taking care of kind of their sanctuary and creating a sacred space, whereas the feminines then are getting the opportunity and the chance to really, really go into their 3D world and stepping into the masculine within them. So taking care of the advice I've been giving is like, whatever you got to do that you've been putting off, Divine Feminines, like your to-do list, things in your life that really like you've been waiting to get done, but they feel very 3D, they feel very dense, like, ugh, I do not want to do that. Maybe it's something to do with like bureaucratic type, like government type things. I personally have to go to the DMV, which is like, ugh, you kidding me? But I'm finally gonna do it. So anyways, just things like that. Like, you have the power, you have spirit behind you to get those sort of things done right now. So it's a really good time to focus on that. Oh, I'm missing the deck I wanted to start with. Okay, pardon me. It's so funny. The one deck I knew I wanted to start with is the one deck I left in my other. What's that about? Okay, so tell us, Spirit. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, Divine Feminines. Oh, okay. These cards just kind of plopped out. I barely got a shuffle in, but I had shuffled and cleared them prior to this reading, so I love what's coming up. We have Be Present. Can you see that? So it's this beautiful man surrounded in golden, sort of etheric, bright light. Actually, for a second, it looked like he was levitating. So if you want to get your levitation on, Spirit's definitely behind you. Be present, come back to center, ground. We also have right after that, retreat and recharge. So here we go with the feminines being in their Divine Masculine. We're stepping into their more masculine. There's a tendency to run rampant over yourself, to kind of go, okay, I have this energy, I don't know how long it's gonna last, let me just go, let me get it done, let me not stop. But the opportunity here for the twins is to really be harmonizing and balancing their inner feminine and inner masculine energies, and not letting one be dominant or one basically run over the other one. So to really kind of have them equally. So I just think it's so interesting that I was just talking about how the Divine Feminines are really in their masculine, and then Spirit's like, okay, you're doing a lot of beautiful work. Are you remembering to get still and be present and tune in? listen to the messages I have for you, get quiet, carve out some time for meditation? Are you also listening to your body when it's a little bit tired and it maybe needs a little rest? Maybe it's not about not doing the activities. Maybe it's about the energy behind the activities. So moving a little bit slower, not being in a rush. You are never needing to be in a rush. You always have spirit behind you. And wanting to rush is actually and having time scarcity, like I gotta get this done. Oh my God. That is a distrust in not only yourself, but a distrust in spirit. It's a distrust that you're being supported. It's a distrust that it's all going to work out. It's all going to get sorted. And that's when we're in that distorted masculine and we're really kind of trying to be in the driver's seat. So Spirit's also saying, find your motivation. So yes, absolutely. Like if you're feeling this extra energy, this spring forward energy, this ushering in Aries season. So there's the initiator, instigator, like get shit done essentially. So if you're feeling all that, fantastic, but just balance it, right? Really harmonize those energies within you. And when you're feeling a little bit stretched thin, okay? So when you're kind of, and you can start to feel that in your body, you'll see it in your body. If you notice that you're spending a lot of time in your head, because your head is like, you're getting like, you're talking to yourself just nonstop, okay? That's a really good sign. If you're feeling tension in your body, okay? I actually, just as I started to adjust, I feel a lot of tension in my body. So this is a message for me too. Those are good signs to slow down a little bit and go inward, okay? Start your day with meditation. Oops, this card. Start your day with meditation, end your day with meditation. That meditation can look very different. You can really make it work for you if you're not the type that likes to just sit. I find that you can get your way into a meditative space. You can do walking meditations. You can get into a bath. You can just go sit outside and listen to the birds, or, watch the sunset. There's so many different ways you can listen. You could just listen to some very peaceful, what's the word I'm looking for? Not music that's too, that type of energy, but like really calming, chill music, just whatever you got to do. This card is also saying retreat. So I hear for some of you that is a message for if there's anything in your life that you are really you are in that clinging energy, attachment, expectation around this has to look like this has to get done this way, this is how this needs to be. Spirit is saying retreat. So this could be with your divine masculine, okay? If you are feeling like you thought things were going really well, you could feel this momentum, you could feel that communication was coming in, perhaps you were in communication, perhaps you were seeing each other, and now they've kind of gone idle, they're back in their caves, so to speak, and you're feeling that you might be having some of these old patterns and old sort of habitual actions coming up to the surface, where you're wanting to get into chaser, where you're wanting to get frustrated, you're wanting to get angry. Just notice that these are only coming up to be released, okay? And really try and temper that energy. You don't need to get back into that place. You are a divine sovereign being. You only need yourself. And the more that you focus on yourself and enjoying this time to rest and to retreat, to be present, to take care of business, whatever in your life where you need to step into the masculine and really get things done. Maybe this is in your mission work. Maybe this is your work in the world in general. Maybe it's around your finances. That's a big theme with the masculine, is money. So just enjoy this. Enjoy this time. Use this time wisely. And surrender your cares. That's a big one. They're always like, surrender. Just surrender. Surrender your worries. If you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're really feeling isolated or abandoned again, work through those feelings. Let them come, let them go, and practice surrender and forgiveness, especially with your divine masculine, okay? We also have the beautiful give and receive, and I love this card so much because it's such a beautiful harmonizing of this energy of the masculine and the feminine. We really see that in this card. So Spirit is saying it's about you coming into inner union within and maintaining it, as well as, oh my God, I don't think you guys can hear that, but I have wild peacocks near my home, and they have the most interesting cry or squawk, whatever you call it. And one of them was just going off. Birds have been a big sign lately. So if you've been seeing a lot of birds, they have a message for you. Okay, so pay attention. Birds have been a big one lately. Yeah, birds are also very attracted to higher frequency, higher vibration. So that's something that's interesting to keep in mind. I heard that from a channeler recently, and it stuck with me. I was like, that's really cool. So if birds are following you, that's a good sign. Give and receive, okay? So, and I'm hearing for the divine feminines, it really is about the receiving, because we can get, we're almost more comfortable with the giving. And the giving is actually a more of a masculine trait. So right now, being in this masculine and moving things forward and getting things done, beautiful energy, own it, harness it, but then have that balance in your day to like step into receiver mode, step into that frequency and vibration where you're welcoming in love and you're welcoming in gifts and abundance and surprises, where you just allow yourself to be tickled by life, allow yourself to be surprised by life. You know, I crack myself up all the time. I didn't used to be this type of person. I didn't used to just like laugh to myself. Like this morning I was up super early and I created this little joke with myself, and I just was literally like laughing as hard as I would actually with my masculine. Like I was just dying of laughter, and that's an energy that I really cherish and love with him, and I haven't quite had that with anyone else, not in the same way. And I've been giving that to myself. So that's kind of that feeling of receiving. Just be in the state of enjoyment with your life and everything that's coming up for you. Okay, let's go to this oracle deck. This is the energy. You know what? I just don't think I can be one of those tarot readers that tells you the decks I'm using, because I just get in the flow and I can't remember the names of any of them. You've seen so many readers with this deck. This is a very popular deck. Okay, Spirit, please tell us what's going on with the divine feminines. Oh, I like that. Anything else going on with these beautiful divine feminines? Those are some beautiful energies. Yeah, bottom of the deck, action. Okay, so it's that masculine energy. Run with it. If you have that energy, work it, use it, but do not forget to slow down. Okay, do not forget to rest when you're tired. Take breaks. Take naps. Oh my God, if you have the luxury to gift yourself naps in the middle of the day, if you make your own schedule, even if you don't, put in naps. Take a break, your lunch break, take a nap. Okay, Angel of Strength. Yeah, so I'm going to get some tarot to clarify in what this is in relation to. Takes a lot of strength on this journey. We know that. We know that this journey is about a lot of strength. I have very little workspace today, so you'll have to forgive me. I didn't really organize before. I was just like, I need to talk to them. I need to make a video, so I just got on. Okay, tell us about Angel of Strength, Spirit. Wow. Oh my God, I love this energy. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. And we have Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Wands. Wow, beautiful knights. Again, with the masculine energy. Get it, divine feminines. You are on fire. And these are really beautiful knights to be working with, right? So the pentacles, and in this deck, it's obviously the materials, as well as instead of wands, they call it the inspiration. But same thing. So yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is all about new beginnings, cultivation, creation in your material world, in the more denser of the dimensions, let's say. Okay, so it's really, really building. It can be slow moving, but it's really working towards something. You're very clear on your goal. You're very aware of where you're going, what you want, your desires. And I feel that this is actually so beautiful because this mirrors your divine masculine. They've been in this Knight of Pentacles for quite a while. This is a card I pull for them all the time. This almost like embodies them to a T. There was an orb prior to them stepping into their kinghood. I like that. But the Knight of Pentacles is a beautiful place to be, divine feminines. As you work through this newfound energy, you charge forward with new beginnings, create new things and new opportunities in your material world. This is also slow and steady. What I'm hearing is wealth, growing your wealth. And wealth doesn't always have to be around money, but it definitely is for some of you. Wealth can also be your wealth in the state of your relationships, the harmony in your relationships. Are things feeling good? Are you getting your needs met? Are people showing up for you? Are you showing up for them? Is there this beautiful reciprocity occurring? What are you creating in your world, right? What new projects, inspirations, what are you building? What are you spending your time doing? Because it's Pentacles, so it's very 3D. Like, how are you moving about in the world? How are you spending your time? Love that. Okay, and you're being infused with a lot of strength from your angels and your guides for this, creating this, okay? And then we have the Knight of Wands, and this is a very fast night. So this is new beginnings. This is divine inspiration. This is like crown chakra. The divine is communicating to you. It's lighting a fire within you. It's an ignition. That's what I'm hearing. An ignition of inspiration, passion, drive. It's kind of like those downloads. It's like the flashes of insight or creative truth, and you recognizing, I want to go write a poem, or I'm going to go paint, or I'm going to go, you know what I mean? It's that type of thing. So what I'm hearing for a lot of you is any of these creative projects that have been on the back burner that you've been ignoring because you've been maybe really caught up in this twin flame journey. You've been really stuck in all the distractions. There's my sweet little dog, Oscar. There's a joke. If you've been with us for a while, he literally waits until I'm recording to drink, itch himself, eat, make noises. Otherwise, he's quiet as a mouse, never barks. So we love him for that. He's very tuned into divine timing as well. Anywho, back to the channeling. So I forgot where I was. So these ideas that are coming through, anything that you've been neglecting because you have been distracted, you maybe have been really deep in your healing, your up-leveling, your integration. Spirit is kind of clearing the path for you, inspiring you, and you have a lot of energy in your physical body and your physical world to move forward. They are both charging ahead. So now is really the time. In April, you guys, things are going to move fast in April. If you looked at the astrology, there's a lot of support. There's a lot of support coming in. Okay. We also have this beautiful 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Yeah, so I love all the purples in this card. It's really, really beautiful. So yeah, this goes very hand in hand with the Knight of Wands. It's kind of those like divine inspirations, callings, channelings, anything that's really coming from up above, new ways of being, new ways of living, new ways of kind of moving about in the world. Spirit, what are some of these downloads going to be in relation to? I had a card flip. Where did it go? Oh, that's bizarre. Oh, there it is. Okay. That was weird. Okay. Anything else you can tell us about these downloads? Wow. Magic. Oh my God. 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Your wish fulfillment. These crown chakra downloads are all around what it is you're manifesting, what it is you're calling in. And I know if you're here, a big one is these twin flame unions, these reunions. And we get that confirmation, boy, oh boy, do we, with the Hierophant. So this is commitment. This is spiritual higher callings, higher learnings. This is your mission work. This is your dedication, your devotion to each other. This is marriage. This is partnership. Okay, so you are getting a lot. You are going to be, if you haven't already, going to be getting a lot of clarity on how to manifest and summon this and call this forward for yourself, Divine Feminines. So Spirit is working with you. Your team, your guides, they are here. They are, oh my God, there is so much support in these twin flame connections. You have no idea, or maybe you do. Hopefully you do. There is so much support for these unions, okay? So that is really, really exciting. These are all really exciting cards. Ace of Swords, or Ace of Voices in this deck. Wow. Sorry, my light, okay. It is what it is. So Ace of Swords, so a lot coming in the truth, and it's truth that your consciousness, that's beautiful. Because a lot of times we'll get downloads, they're very ethereal, you know, that we can like feel them. It's kind of like that feeling when you have a dream and you're right before waking up and maybe there's parts of the dream that you're actually remembering, but then by the time you wake up, it's like you're trying to grasp at it, but the more you try to grasp at it, the more it leaves, and then you completely forget it. By the time you're like wanting to remember it, wanting to maybe jot it down, you're like, it's gone, I can't remember. So when we have the Ace of Swords that we're working with us in our energy, we don't have that problem, because the Ace of Swords is that divine inspiration. It's that knowing, it's that truth in our conscious mind. Because the sword's suit. I think I mix those words up a lot. Sorry. But yeah, so it's that really, it's tangible. It's tangible truth. It's truth we can work with. It's truth we can start applying within our lives, within our choices, how we act, you know, how we move. So I'm really feeling like Spirit is going to be really giving you clear steps on moving forward, Divine Feminines. What action to be taking, because these are all about action. What action, what steps can you be taking to be manifesting what you're calling in? And you may be calling in more than just this twin flame union. You may be really focused on your mission work and helping and being in service to humanity as we go through this great awakening. And that's a beautiful place to be, because that's when you magnetize your twin to you like a moth to a flame, because you're not focused on them, you're detached, you're working with yourself, you're working on yourself, and that's when they come running towards you. So perhaps there's some mission work. Either way, the downloads you're going to be getting are going to be in that conscious center, all around this emotional fulfillment, this 10 of Cups, this happily ever after. But not like the 10 of Pentacles happily ever after, which is another beautiful card, but not this like manifested material world happily ever after, but your inner world. This is the type of happily ever after that the richest, most successful people in the world oftentimes don't have. It's the people that we think have it all. It looks like they have it all. They got all the stuff, but they're still not happy. When you have the 10 of Cups, it's almost not even a reflection of the outer world as it is the reflection of the inner world. And this is from that high vibrational place of unconditional love and being connected to Spirit and the divine and very balanced in your heart space. Okay? So you're going to be getting a lot around these themes. Oh my God. That's really gorgeous energy, Divine Feminines. Let's pull one more, let's pull an advice card before we move on to Divine Masculines. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? At the end, I'm going to do advice for the union energies. So we'll move on to Divine Masculines, and okay. I want to see who's with them right now. Yep, and we got this card for them. Okay. Wow. Kuan Yin on the bottom of the deck. Care and compassion. But we got Lady Nada again. So if you watched my last video that was specifically for the Divine Masculines, this is who is with them. So she is constant. She is working through them, with them, on their side. This is beautiful energy because this speaks to the heart awakening. This speaks to that ability to love themselves so fiercely, so ferociously, to love spirit, to love God, to love the divine so ferociously, and to be building that relationship so that they can welcome in the love that you have been offering this entire time, because they haven't been in a place to be able to receive it, to feel it, to recognize it, and to be able to receive it. But Lady Nada is with them, and she is purifying their heart space. She's like cleansing. She's getting rid of all of those blocks, all of the things that were in the way. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Yeah. Gorgeous. I just love that this card came out. This is quite literally the Twin Flame card. They are twin flames that appeared for Mary Magdalene, who was Jesus's twin flame. So when Jesus died, these twin flames, who show up as one being, they're not two separate beings. They showed up to work with Mary to help her heal her pain and her heartache from losing him, and losing him only in the 3D, and to clear the kind of illusion around that he was still with her, she was never alone, and they were still in union. So really beautiful story with them. They're called the Miriam. Sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Wow, so the Miriam is with our beautiful divine masculines right now, cleansing their spirit. There's so much love. You guys, they are receiving so much love. So keep sending them your love. I know you already are. I know your higher self is probably with them all the time, but they are receiving so much divine love, so much assurance. And they can't even ignore it anymore, right? It's like impossible to ignore it because it's filling their spirit. So they may be going through a lot. There may be difficulties in their life. Excuse me 1 second. I'm going to grab the book so we can read about this. So they may be going through like difficulties, and on the surface it may look like, excuse my language, but a shit show. But what's really going on is the divine has stepped in, and they are really feeling that love, and it's purifying all their fears. It's wiping away all their fears. Okay. There is a real opportunity for you to move beyond grief or grievance at this time. The Miriam are here, swirling their holy light all around you so that you can regain a sense of union with spirit. You are loved beyond words. Choose to see the light of God in everyone and everything, and to love without boundaries. Honor others and honor yourself with your sacred vision. You are in a space of deep healing and forgiveness. Choosing to see the light of the world will help you grow even more. Wow. Deep, deep healing is occurring for them right now, you guys. Deep, 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 deep healing. Okay. Magical. Yeah, we're going to choose this same deck. We didn't grab that much energy from it, so I'm going to go to this deck again. I just love this deck. I want to get another deck similar to this deck because this deck just gives the best messages. Okay, we are going to take that card, but it's on the floor. Okay, Spirit, what else is going on with the Divine Masculine right now? Oh my god. The cards are flying. We'll grab one more card. If there's one more card that you would like us... Okay, well that's like 7. Oh my god. Okay, we're going to touch on all of them because they're so beautiful. Bottom of the deck, door to value. Yes, they've been healing their self-worth. Oh my god, it's been kind of dark goings. I don't want to say dark, but it's been like tough. I feel like there's been some struggle, but bottom of the deck is their door to value. They're healing their self-worth. And you, Divine Feminines, the more that you heal whatever you need to be healing within your masculine self, which could be around money and self-worth, the more you free them as they're doing their work, okay? It's so beautiful. That channel is so strong, and we really are in union in the 5D right now. So, okay. I'm going to touch on the card I got so excited about. Okay, yin yang, number 22, union, relationship, sacred union. This is them being absolutely harmonized within their divine masculine and divine feminine. They have been working so hard. I just saw like 3 orbs. They have been working so hard to bring their feminine back into balance, to touch base with their emotions, to feel again, to be honest with themselves and who they are and who's their authentic self, and just really harmonizing and balancing. And this card is a confirmation that that has occurred. I'm going to grab a couple tarot clarifiers on this. Spirit, tell us about... Wow. Oh my gosh, this is interesting. Oh my god. Okay, that's too many cards. Okay, let's see. Bottom of the deck is the World. So cycles are wrapping up, my friends. Okay, so here's the cycles that are wrapping up as they're coming into harmony, as they're balancing their inner feminine and their inner masculine, and they've really been focusing on the feminine. The things that they have been healing, because that's what's coming up as this completion of a cycle. They have been healing. Wow, quite a few cards. So we have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the 4 of Cups, we have the 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Now, Queen of Pentacles can oftentimes speak to you. Obviously, there's a beautiful essence to energy to this card. However, when I do reads, the Queen of Pentacles is almost always the karmic situation. Okay, so Spirit is letting me know this is in reference to the karmic situation. You have shown up as the Queen of Pentacles before, but you're not showing up as her right now. So this is in relation to this inner yin-yang union, is allowing them to walk away from situations that are no longer serving. They are moving away emotionally. So if they've already physically separated, which many have, they are really working through that heart space center now to walk away completely, to gain their power back, to gain their strength back. So that is beautiful. They're also walking away from this defeat, this self, the conquest and putting themselves above others, and just really this competitive energy, but then also recognizing that what do they really have? Who do they really have around them? Who's in their corner? And noticing, oh my God, there's no one in my corner. So that's a tough energy, but they are allowing themselves to complete this cycle because they know who's in their corner, and it is you. And that is abundantly clear. 4 of Cups, this is that boredom, this is that, oh, I don't want it, no thank you energy, like the cup that's being offered, or really idolizing the one, being in delusion. It's, this is one of my least favorite cards in the deck, to be honest, because it's not even about pain. I'm like, okay, if it's a dark night of the soul, let's go through the pain. But this is kind of an attitude of no thank you, I'm good. Just like that, okay? And the divine masculines have really been there, have they not? So completing that cycle. Also, we have this around abundance, and on the bottom of the deck with the original deck is the door to value, so self-worth. So healing this idea that they will be left out in the cold, that they will be penniless, that they will be homeless, healing those fears around scarcity as they move into their Emperor, which is also coming up as to clarify this yin-yang, and the Ace of Cups. So as they walk away, as they complete these cycles, they are initiated into their Emperor energy, and then the Ace of Cups comes in real strongly, and they're ready to begin anew, which is gorgeous. Okay, we have quite a few cards, so I'm going to kind of move through them. So, yeah, this one we're not going to grab clarifiers because we know heart healing, baby. Lots of heart healing. Okay, 4th chakra. Archangel Raphael is with them, healing, purifying that heart space. Because if that wasn't occurring, we wouldn't be seeing all this movement, all these shifts. There's been so many shifts. Can you feel it? That is so interesting. Oh, it was on the bottom of the deck. For a second, I had a freak out because I was like, how did the action card show up twice? Because the feminine's got this too, but it was on the bottom of the deck. So they are actually being moved to action, but I'm going to tell you the cards that came right before action because we got a little story here. Door to personal healing and happiness. They've opened that door wide open and they've been working on it. Have they not? We can feel it. They absolutely have. And door to spirit. Spirit is giving them the confidence, the strength, and the love to walk through this door. This door had to open in order for this one to open. And now they're moving forward in divine inspired action. Okay, they're making changes in their world. They're moving away emotionally from anything that's not serving. They're taking care of their bodies. That's been a big message, is really taking care of their physical vessels, which is kind of one of the first steps on the awakening process. You might remember from your awakening, Divine Feminines, the first thing that kind of changes and shifts for you is like your diet, your sleep patterns. You maybe want to do yoga more. You get into meditation. You just start taking care of your body. You kind of purify. You get rid of addictions. You stop with like whatever habits you had that weren't serving. And then we have Sacral Healing, okay? Second chakra, Archangel Uriel. So this is a powerful one because this is that Kundalini energy. It's the power, it's the life force. So this is really related to this door to worth, because this is healing that self-worth, that worthiness. This is that thing with the divine masculines of them having desires, but feeling like their desires are not attainable, that they can't have them, they don't deserve them, so they just have to watch them leave their life. And that's what they did with you. They're like, yeah, I can't have that. It's nice. It's kind of that Four of Cups. That's nice, but I can't have it. So no, thank you. Move along. But it was the reason that was happening in their conscious mind is because underneath that was a deep-seated fear around self-worth, that they didn't actually deserve you, that they couldn't actually keep you happy. And then you would leave them and then it would break them, because that's all around the sacral. It's the sacral and it's the third chakra. So it's the solar plexus. It's like it's the root. I mean, it's all of them, let's be honest. But those two are really keyed into that self-worth and being able to go after what we desire and having an inner awareness that, like, of course what we desire is meant for us. Otherwise, why would we have the desire? So the masculines are really learning that lesson, and spirit is assisting with that. Okay, this last card, I am going to grab some tarot. I'm going to grab some tarot on this one. So this is woman holding a heart. I have sneaking suspicion who we're talking about, but I do want to grab a little bit of tarot. Oh yes, okay. I'm using like so many decks today. I'm confusing myself. Also, LaCroix flavor, trying for the first time, hibiscus. Really good. Not a sponsor. It's just good. Okay, Spirit, tell us. Oh my God. Yes. Wow, we're getting a lot of information around the cycles that they're completing in order to get here. So what I feel, and I'm just going to grab a couple more because it's interesting. Wow. Y'all are mirroring each other, aren't you? Okay. Oh, sorry. King of Swords. So really stepping into the conscious divine awareness of truth. Working with truth. The masculines have been working through a lot. Purging, purifying. So if you haven't heard from them, that's why. They've gone in the cave to work through this stuff. So when we get woman holding a heart, to clarify it, the first card that pops out is the Sun. Okay, so it's abundance. It's hard-won happiness. It is coming together in like family and harmony and just magic and love and all the things that we desire. If you want a literal family, this card can be an indicator of that. This card can also be an indicator of soul bond. So souls that are actual soulmates tied to each other, twin flames, right? Destined. So we're talking about you here, and they're recognizing that that's what you've been offering them this whole time. And because of this newfound recognition, they're having to complete this cycle of the Ten of Swords. They're having to complete this cycle of the Seven of Swords, of the deceit, the self-deception, the deluding themselves, the lying to themselves, the feeling like love is only going to hurt them, that it's not safe to open themselves up and to let love in, that it's not safe to enter into a relationship with you because it's at too great a cost. Because this is everything they've ever wanted. And losing everything you've ever wanted to them feels harder than just not even going for it. And that's why they've been stuck in these patterns, but we're getting a 10 here. So they are completing this cycle because they are learning. We have the Princess of Swords. So this is the Page of Swords, but Princess. They are learning new information. They are really gaining that deeper awareness and understanding of this spiritual journey. They're getting the consciousness. They're getting the downloads. They're very aware of what's going on. And that is inspiring them to come back into union with you with this beautiful Six of Cups. And what I'm hearing in this is everything that they're working towards. This new beginning. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This was the mirroring energy. Knight of Pentacles. So you Divine Feminine are working with the Knight of Pentacles, and so is your masculine, because you are working in tandem. You are working together in harmony, side by side. You may not feel it or see it yet in the 3D, but trust that every move, every choice that either of you are making right now is for this reunion, is for this new beginning in the material world. In the material world, you guys. Not in the 5D, not in the astral, in 3D. Living together, having a family together, doing your mission work together, getting married if that's what you want to do, whatever, like 3D, okay? So, yeah. They're really aware of this offer now, and now that they're working through all this within themselves, they're doing this work and they're learning, and they know now, because bottom of the deck was worthiness, was that door to worth. So they are stepping through it. They're like, I know I deserve this and I'm gonna get it, and I'm not stopping at anything. Wow. Okay, like I said, we were gonna end with some advice for the twins. So Spirit, what advice or last message do you want to leave these beautiful twins with? Anything you can tell us for both twins? Whoa. I'm going to take this first one. Wow. Okay. First card that came out is Mintonkin. It's a hard one. Longing for home, belonging, and the original Lightworkers. So you are both working your way home to one another. You've never experienced belonging like you do with each other, and you are both on the same page, and you are both working together. You are the original Lightworkers. How beautiful is that? The Twin Flames are the original Lightworkers. Abso-freaking-lutely. I also love this, a bunch of cards fell out once again. Okay, we have the Ever Unfolding Rose. I love this. Cracked open. It's happening to... Well, if you're new to the channel, you'll get used to that. We have camera technical difficulty issues, and it usually cuts us off at the most inopportune times. So I'm going to continue because I'm going to kind of start this card over because I don't know what was recorded and what wasn't, what was lost. Okay, so we have the Ever Unfolding Rose, and this is a beautiful message. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So this is that beautiful heart opening. This is that going through the dark night of the soul, going through the pain of the journey, the difficulty, only to be purified, and every time you ascend higher and higher, you grow more and more. Beautiful. I also we're going to leave it with this beautiful card, Age of Light. Let me pull it back a little bit. It's beautiful, like kind of rainbow iridescent colors. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Okay, beautiful twins. So both you and your twin have been training for this for lifetimes. You've had many lifetimes of working through this, perhaps accruing karma, perhaps hurting each other, perhaps going through a lot of the darkness that needed to occur. But this lifetime is your chosen time for reunion. You are meant to come together, and you've been training to do this for lifetimes. This is it. You are a starseed. You are absolutely an original light worker. And it's time to go home. It's time to go home, okay? I'm gonna leave you with that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a new subscriber. If you are, I really love channeling these messages for you, and I love to connect. So if you are new, comment, say hello. I will definitely respond. And please like this video. It helps the channel grow so much. It helps people see it. So your likes help immensely, as do your subscriptions. If you would like a personal reading, all that information is in the description box, and I will see you soon. Bye.